Alright. Hello, hello. Welcome back. We are continuing our journey in Okami. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get back up to Kusa Village, which is up there. We need to get back to Kusa Village and we need to get into the Gale Shrine. Just doing a mental checklist real quick, thinking if there's anything I need before going up there. I don't think so. The thing is, we have to do the Gale Shrine, and that does not lock us out of anything. But it is a sort of turning point in the game. Because, unless I'm misremembering, as soon as we do Kusa Village, or as soon as we do the Gale Shrine, it makes Shinshu Field permanently dark. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen it. I won't say why, but... And there's nothing in Shinshu Field that we can't go back and get, even at the very end of the game, so I won't worry about it too much. Honestly, I'll just go do the Gale Shrine real quick, and then that will actually give us the ability to do a couple of new things in Kusa Village proper. So there's the Gale Shrine up there, right up in there. The giant windmill. Actually, I think there's some food in those pots. Thank you. Okay, let's go up in here. If I recall correctly, too, there are 3 stray beads in the shrine, but one of them we won't be able to get until later in the game. So we'll be able to get 2 of them right here when doing the shrine. Alright. There we go. Already been on that little branching path, and I've already gotten the chests that are in here. This is about where we stopped for the anniversary stream. So today we're going to make some progress. Now, first things first. I love the free seed bags. There's 4 of them in here. One of them is herb, and I think the 3 were seed. It's all good stuff. Alright, so this is a fun little thing. So there's this little symbol here. Check it out! You can't even see the ceiling in this room. Wait a sec, I've seen this mark on the floor before. And so there's your hint. So, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use a cherry bomb on this. It gets sucked in. And then the elevator goes up. Woohoo! Easy peasy. Since I'm here, I'll look at this floor real quick. I hate fighting chimeras. They are hard not to take any damage from because of that water attack, even whenever they're stunned. I guess I could use brush techniques for it instead, but we need that for the key. However, oh, this is actually the elevator again. So there's this chest here, and we can't do anything with it. Not yet, anyway. So what I'm going to do first, actually, is I'm going to drop back down here. And there's a fun little thing. So if you stand... I think this is a good point. If you stand right here, put a bomb in the middle. You let the elevator go up, but you're still down here. You can drop underneath, and there's some goodies here, including the first stray bead. Ta-da! But there are also... I'm gonna have to put the key down. There we go. So there's that. Oops. Here's the rabbit statue, the only one in the game. And in here is a bone. There are also some rats down here. And one more clover. And there we go. And the way you get out is you just go into this. Bloop! Goofy little interaction. Okay, so that was a little hidden thing. And now we gotta go all the way up. And here's where we use this key. Bonk. And there you go. Pots really do just give you a ton of seed bags. It's almost like you aren't required to buy any just from the sheer amount that you wind up getting. And look, we're at the top of the big windmill. Now that's one big windmill. I saw it from down at the village, but I had no idea it was this big. Hey, what's that? It's swirling round in front of the big windmill. It almost looks like wind, but it's black and foreboding. It's as if the wind were being forced in the opposite direction. I wonder if that swirling evil air is what stopped the windmill. Maybe that's why the divine wind stopped blowing. If so, it must be the work of that Crimson Helm. Wonder how we could get rid of that evil air. Well, it's going in the wrong direction. Blow it the other way. I knew that would bring the divine wind back. Oh, give me a break. You already know how to do it. Just do what you did before. Yeah, you sometimes can actually do it wrong. Alright, one more left. We gotta blow the rest of that evil air clean out of here. The drawing is sometimes a little finicky. All done. Now that divine wind's back, I bet the big windmill will... There it goes. Yes, yes, yes! I love how Amy jumps. She's so excited. It's starting to spin! Look how strong the divine wind's blowing. Sure hope this drives away the evil down in Kusa Village. I think it does, actually. Now what? Yeah, I think if we go down to Kusa Village right now, we'd be able to see that it's all cleared up. And... a new constellation? if that's gonna give me credit. One more try. There we go. Ding. Here's one of my favorite ones. Zoom! Smug Amy. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. For too long, I, Kazagami, god of wind, have walked a shadowed path. At last, light shines upon me. Use my power to manipulate the wind. Banish those who would seek to shroud this world in darkness. Kazagami, the first Uma Musume. I bet it was the divine wind that brought the wind god back. Now you can use Kazagami's Galestorm brush technique. Just draw the mark of Kazagami to create wind. Let's try it out. Hey, that windmill looks like a good target. Draw the wind mark like you did on that swirling evil air. Let's try to make that windmill spin. And swoosh. Ah, what a refreshing wind. And that door opened when the small windmill started spinning. This wind is nothing to sneeze at. You should try this brush technique on a variety of things. But this is no time for us to rest on our laurels. The big windmill's sending the divine wind to the village, but that Crimson Helm still lurks somewhere in the Gale Shrine. And that serpent crystal walk I mentioned has piqued my interest. Let's turn this place upside down until we find both of them. This is really clever because if you saw, the torches also went out. It's not only a tutorial on how to use the wind to open things, it's a tutorial on how to make fire go away. Also, there's a box right here with a sun fragment. Hey, and that's our third sun fragment. Extra health for me. Extra health for Amy. Going a little too fast there, Amy. Wait a sec. These treasure chests. I bet you could put the fire out without using water now. Yep. And I forgot that Isun does just tell you about it. Now, let's see. The elevator's always at the bottom. I wonder if I can just... nope. I was trying to get to the second floor because there's that chest that's on fire in there as well. I think that the scroll's back as well. No, it's not. Here's the second stray bead. And there is one more, but like I said before, will not be able to get to it until later in the game. Okay, so... here we go. Actually, I want to put it this way, because I don't remember if there is anything in this direction or not. I don't think so. Which is funny, considering there is a platform right here. Ka-chunk. What does that brush tips one say? Let's see. Holy smoke. Draw thicker lines with triangle. The size of the objects drawn affects their power. Yeah. Smaller cherry bombs appear further away. Larger ones are closer. Yes. Drawing from above makes it easier to place where you would like. Galestorm's power is affected by the drawing size. That is actually a really interesting one. That also applies to other powers later on as well. So yeah, it is very interesting. So if you draw a small cherry bomb, it'll be right there. But if you draw a big one, then it should... in the hallways a little bit hard to tell. I always do tend to just do the look down thing. Excuse me. Oh, check out those massive hanging scrolls. Looks like they're enjoying that wind you brought back to life. But be careful, it'll blow us away if it gets much stronger. A pearl for us. And now there are a few things up in the rafters that we need to grab. Whoops. Ah, well. There we go. Oh. Need to draw it from the flower to Amy. Get me down there. There we go. It's a bit precarious. Lacquerware set. An Infinity Stone. Hold on, I heard a squeaking. There it is. Got some rodents. Then there was another flower with the chest up here. I can bonk my head with this one because I don't think I'll fall off. Then this one I think will get us back over here. Alright, so now look at this. And hope we don't fall off. One more time. I always found these jumps to be a little bit janky. There we go. And I think there is one more group of rats down here. Yes, there are. And aside from the one stray bead that we can't get until later, I think that is about it for the Gale Shrine. Except for the final room. Blow away. You'll notice these also have Orochi on them. Or a dragon head of some such, anyway. Ba-dum. Here we are. Hmm? You see that, Amy? It's some kind of crystal. Looks like a berry or something. I bet it's the serpent crystal for dispelling Orochi's barrier. You know, the item that Waka guy was searching for? Sweet! We found it before he did. Well, let's just go get it. If you notice, Kazagami's head is also in all the torches, all the braziers. Or sconces, maybe a little bit of both. Uh-oh. A Crimson helmet? Hey, it must be Crimson Helm. A little on the nose. Heh, he really does look like one mean dude. Better psych yourself up for this one, furball. And then for this fight only. What the heck? Aren't these the Satomi power orbs? They gonna protect us or something? That is correct. The power orbs act a little bit like Godhood does, and they protect you from getting hit. Or they protect you from taking damage, I should say. Oh, went all the way over there. Let's do a wee on him. Man, I hate that the cherry bombs keep on going way over there. I'm not doing good as far as not getting hit. A lot of practice. Holy cow. Yep, they're at the orbs. Come on. There we go. There he goes. That was not as clean as I would have liked. That's probably going to reflect poorly in my battle result. Huh? Is he chickening out? After him, Emmy! Quick! Susanoo! Susano. Back, you cur! I'll handle this one. Charge! What the heck's he doing? He's gonna get sliced and diced. Time for some brushwork, Amy. Yah! Actually, he sliced this way. Not that it matters. Yah! Rawr. Take this. Take that. And that. And to top it off, now for some wind. An interesting detail is that all of the Orochi heads actually had Crimson Helmet's symbol on them. Wind! More wind! Now you're talking. Wait, there's more. Behold, the secret technique, Wind of Wrath. Nice landing. Now I'm positive. This is not my doing. It's the gods. They toy with me. Will you never stop mocking me? You hear me up there? Are you happy now? Oh, why must I bear this burden of being Nagi's descendant? All I wish is to live in peace. Do you enjoy dogging my every step? Well, there is somebody dogging your every step. You okay, Pops? Blast you, gods! I don't want your power. This whole world can fall to ruin as far as I'm concerned. Enough of these legends and Nagi's descendant stuff. Now just leave me be. Uh-oh. What the heck's that? Yikes. Oof. Go away. Huh? That voice. One after the other. You're driving me crazy. Stop it. I don't want to hear about that now. Go away. Leave me alone. You'll get yours soon, big boy. What was that, Amy? A new divine instrument. Life beads. Rosary that draws upon pure life energy to destroy evil. Bonjour. Oh, am I interrupting something? Oh, brother. It's that half-baked prophet again. Hey, that's... What, this? It's the serpent crystal. And it's mine at last. You've got a lot of nerve muscling in on our goods like that. We found it first. It won't do you any good. I mean, I'm the only one who can dispel the barrier with it. You know, the barrier at the moon cave, Orochi's stronghold. You calling me, big boy? Keep your scales on, I'm coming. Hey, what's going on? Why are you going over to Orochi's place? Oh, I almost forgot. Time for another prophecy. I foresee a rendezvous with this sweet little thing. Anyway, I must be off. Au revoir, baby. Now you wait a second. Dispel the barrier at the moon cave? What the heck's he up to? This is no time for your victory, Howl Furball. We gotta get out of here and get on with our mission. Quick! Yeah, so there's a slight sense of urgency. I just got regular trees instead of cherry trees. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Save the game, please. Oh, once more, I'm in slot 6 because I have all of these from before, and I just wanted a little bit of space between them. There's actually 30 slots in total that you can use. Yeah, if you notice, 36 hours. Just on this version of the game. Why, my favorite wolf and little bug have safely returned. When the windmill at the shrine began spinning, I knew it was you. A most refreshing wind began to blow down into our village. You have defeated Crimson Helm and restored the divine wind. The canine warriors rejoice, but they're a handful as usual. I don't know how to thank you for all you have done. I too would like to give thanks to these heroic travelers. And Princess Fuse, last of the Satomi house, you have done well. What? You know Princess Fuse? Indeed, I do, for I was her husband and head priest of the shrine. My lingering fears about Kusa village kept my spirit here, but thanks to you, I can now travel to the great beyond. Princess Fuse and the canine warriors still have much to learn, but I have no doubt they will prosper. I shall watch over them. Farewell. I shall pray for your good health and prosperity. And there he goes. What is it, you two? What were you looking at? Oh, nothing. Anyway, Princess, there's no need to thank us. Just keep protecting the village as head priestess of the shrine. I know you'll have your hands full with those pesky canines. I have been rather feeble since the last head priest perished, but as head priestess, I shall now dedicate my life to the shrine, while keeping the remaining 5 canine warriors in line. That's the spirit. And a little bit of praise for our efforts. See what everybody has to say. We prayed for your good fortune. I'm so happy to see you're safe. Thanks. Those power herbs you guys had are really something else. Tay. You are a worthy opponent. I take pride in knowing we have battled. Aw, shucks. You weren't so bad yourself. Our comrades prayed for you from afar, for our hearts beat as one. You hear that, Amy? Take, Hayabusa, Ume, thanks for your prayers. We shall protect this village now that Crimson Helm is gone. Really? Well, we're counting on you. Seeing Princess Fuse's smile gives us new strength. Wow, never expected to hear those words from you. Woohoo! Alright, we now have a new instrument. But what I'm gonna do first is... Do I want to do that? Actually, no. I'm gonna hold this. But what I am gonna do is... I'm gonna use it for a little bit. And that's what the life beads look like on Amy. Now, an interesting thing about the life beads. If you'll notice... Oh, hold on. Whoa there, Furball. Let's think about our next step before we scurry off. Was that shadowy creature with those heads really that monster? Our future's pretty bleak unless we do something about it. I mean, I'm too young to die. I'd like a chance to use all those brush techniques, too. You didn't even so much as growl at that shadowy creature. You slayed that monster long ago, right? I bet your partner, Nagi, was the stronger of you two. Or maybe that legendary sake really packed a punch. Yeah, it must have been the sake. Amy, the legendary sake is back in that village, isn't it? And isn't it about time for that village's annual festival? Let's go see if we can get a taste of that special brew. Just might do us some good. Besides, a good festival is always fun. If I could get Sakuya a little tipsy, then maybe... Amy, I suddenly feel like a new man. Let's go! So if you'll notice, there are 6 beads in the devout beads. Oh wait, there are 6 beads in the life beads as well. I was about to speak with my foot in my mouth. Anyway, the life beads, I feel like, actually have a shorter range than the others. It's an interesting gimmick with them. They also have a different way of firing whenever they're used as a secondary weapon, which I will show off later. Right now there's 1 or 2 things we can do in Kusa Village. And the first of them is actually right here. Excuse me, chickens. Alright, so we already got that chest, but there's a chest up there. 2 of them to be exact. And we have to make it wind. Make it wind. We have to make it windy in order to get up here. There we go. Oh, and there's also some chickens here. I'm not going to headbutt this just in case I fall off. There's a stray bead here. And I think this one just has an item. Oh, it has a sun fragment. It's actually an important one. Look at that. Okay, and then we can just hop on down. And then there's this little windmill right here. Give it a blow, and the water comes back. Along with the flowers. Whoopee! 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 I can't believe there are so many flowers. They look prettier than ever. I'm so happy, 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 happy. And a little extra praise from the girl. Just a little sweet gesture you can do. And Kusa Village has never looked better. And I think that is all that we can currently do in here. Let's see, is there anything? Oh yeah, he's just happy that everything's back to normal. So we can do a little bit of selling. Okay, there's nothing of great interest here that we can do. So now let's go get into a scrap or two. There's one thing I know. Actually, there's a couple things that we can do now here in Taka Pass. But I'll get into a few scraps so that we can see how the life beads play. Here we go. Ow. And now that we have Galestorm, we can get Demon Fangs out of those guys. Out of the purple imps. Bonk. As you can see, they are quite powerful even without the gold dust upgrade. I feel like they have a much shorter range than the other beads. They might not. That might just be a Mandela effect that I have from playing this before. Actually, what I can do is I can skip that one entirely. Do this. And so now we can come up here. I believe there's a golden peach in here. I'm gonna do the wind one more time. Yep. Look at that. My remembered good. And now there's a man over here. We've seen him before. And he's by this pile of leaves. Which, with Galestorm, we can blow away to reveal a hole. There. This is it. The treasure's revealed its hiding place. It wants to be found. Precious treasure, you want so much to meet me. Precious treasure lying hidden beneath me. I, the great Bingo, will soon set you free. Bingo! Expert excavator, Bingo. What do you want, Pooch? You like to dig as well, do you? I know. You can help me unearth the treasure. Now we get to do another one of these. Those claws are destined to hunt out for treasure. Well, I suppose I should explain what you need to do. So this is the exact same digging minigame as before, more or less. It's a slightly different layout, of course. And it'll be a little bit harder than the one we had with Mr. Bamboo. But the gist is about the same. Oh dear. I think that I've already messed it up. Okay, yeah. I think you get him to this point and then... Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to start over. Oops. Alright, Bingo, come back this way. I think the thing about this one is that you start off with a very small amount of time. And you also have to be very careful about not getting him stuck on the bottom, because we need to get him all the way to the right-hand side. So you need to not break any of the bottom row. Uh-oh. Naked Amy. The good thing is it's pretty easy to get him over to that point. Now this one is a bit tricky. So what we have to do is wait for him to get there, and then we use Gale Storm to blow him across the gap. And then this is the point where we can drop him down. As soon as we get him over here. There we go. Simplistic when you know what you're doing. At last, the treasure. I've been searching for it for so long, and now it's finally mine. But what is it? I don't know what we've gone and dug up here, Pooch. Maybe there's something wrong with my pendulum. No, it looks like I found something totally unexpected. It's you! Your extraordinary gift for digging holes, Pooch. Any treasure hunter would be lucky to have you on side. That passion you have for digging holes is a pleasure to behold. Make sure you never lose that passion, won't you, Pooch? If you promise that, you can have this piece of junk. Another sun fragment. And I won't give up either. I'll be forever hunting treasure. There we go. Oop, I'm so sorry, little fox. Here, have a flower. I think there might be one or two more of these around. This might have a stray bead in it. Nope, bones. Let me see. If we look at Taka Pass, which is here, 5 of 6, so we're missing 2 of them. There's one of them. And no, I don't think that it's going to be that. No, that's a clover that's up there. Bag. I have a feeling that it's going to be up on the cliff. I'm not 100% certain of that. Unless it's this one right here. Nope, just a lacquerware set. Although, come to think of it, I think there was a leaf pile down in the Cutter's houses. Cutter's house single. Gonna run around to circumvent the moles, though. Oh, but they do have a leaf pile here as well. Some coral. Let's see. Oh, there was a chest that I missed back here. Oh, that might have actually been the leaf pile. I think it might have just gotten blown whenever I did the other one. I'm fairly certain that we should be able to get the last stray bead at this point in time from Taka Pass. The problem being, I am not 100% certain where it's going to be. Like I said, I think it's going to be up top, because I think there's a pile of leaves that needs to get blown away up there. There's one more relic. Are they relics? Equipment. Holy artifact. There's one more holy artifact I need that I really like to play with and prefer playing with, but I'm unfortunately not going to be able to get it until we progress a few more hours into the game. It's a holy artifact that it makes it so that your ink regenerates faster. It makes things a whole lot nicer. Let's see, are you the final stray bead? Nope, that is an incense burner. Oops. Oops again. I mean, on the bright side, there's a lot of treasure that we're getting. Did you hear a growl? Is there a tiger nearby? I think there are tigers up here, I just didn't see any. I'm leaving it nighttime just in case I can see the glow rather than an actual thing, because usually buried stuff are all glow whenever at nighttime. Okay, maybe I was incorrect about there being another stray bead up here. Unless it's this leaf pile here. I don't think it is, though. I think this was a usable item. This circle of nightingales. Yes, a vengeance slip. Tiger, tiger. Is there one behind the moles here? No. I am a little bit at a loss as to where that final bead will be. It doesn't help that things don't really render in until you're closer. Actually, you know what? I forgot about this. The final bead might actually be in here. It would make sense, honestly. That's, again, an upgrade that I do not have access to until later. Okay, I won't worry about Taka Pass now then. I thought that I was able to get everything after the Gale Shrine, but no. And yes, I could. I could. I had a thought and then it went away. Oh well. I could go fishing a little bit, but that was the point of the last time I played, so no sense in doing that just yet. See, now there's a couple of leaf piles here that we can mess with. I don't think there's going to be anything super interesting in them, though, because I'm pretty sure there are 2 beads we're missing there. I'm pretty sure I know where at least one of them are. 3, 4, 5, 6. All the Gata Forest ones are taken care of. We have the one missing in Taka Pass, which I'm pretty sure is underneath that rock. Sasa Sanctuary has one, but I can go back and get it later. The Gale Shrine is missing one that I don't have the ability to go get yet. The city checkpoint has 5 of them, and I just haven't had the ability to fully explore the city checkpoint. So there's no reason to mess with that. We have to go deal with our main story in order to be able to do anything with the city checkpoint. I will do a quick search around just in case there are leaf piles. Oh! Oh, look at that! Some deer that haven't been fed. Oh, it was a good thing I came this way. Actually, let me see if the Demon Fang salesman has selling anything. I really don't think I'm going to be able to get the item I want until later. Yeah, he's not selling it. No big deal. Let's have a quick fight. That wasn't exactly clean, but got the job done. Let's see, just like that big rock in Taka Pass, we need the same upgrade for this right here. A stronger digging upgrade. Oh, and these deer haven't been fed either. I must have thought that the groups of deer were all part of the same thing, since they're so close to each other. No big deal. No big deer. Haha. Alright, was there a bit of grass here? Nope, that was just a lone thing. But there was a cat statue in here that I can't do anything with. I remember. I think the cat's name was Katagami. But I could be wrong about that one. Hey there, kiddo. Actually don't want to talk to you because I don't want to do any fishing. Oh, look, a bud that I never opened. What's in here? Some coral. Oops. I don't think I ever talked to his dad. My son looks like he's become stronger. Maybe he's realized the power of nature and it's made him grow. Perhaps this forest is too small for him now. Let's run up here. I feel like there was a leaf pile up here that I could probably blow. Look at that. I think there's just a treasure of some sort in here, though. Yep, a pearl. And now we get to go back to Shinshu Field. Ooh, spooky. Looks like it could start pouring at any moment. We might even be in for a storm. So there's a interesting thing you could do. If you try to draw the sun. Huh? Why is it so dark? The sun's out, isn't it? See, and then it gives you the little nighttime call even though you just drew the sun. So at this point in the story, Shinshu Field is just going to be dark because of this. Let's see if I can talk to the mill guy. I don't know if I can yet. Nah, he's not ready for me to talk to him again. Hey there, Pooch. Hanging about? Doesn't that weird sky bother you? Today's the Kamiki Festival, but that won't stop the rain, huh? If I wasn't so busy working, I'd be curled up at home right now. But I think we can talk to the potter. No, not yet. Okay, so we won't be able to do anything here of great interest until after we deal with the festival. That's what I call a full moon. Come to think of it, doesn't the Kamiki Festival fall on a full moon this time of year? Oh no, they're gonna finish off all the sake if we don't hurry. Come on, Emmy, let's get the lead out. One quick pit stop, Eason, one quick pit stop, because there is a pile of leaves that I would like to take care of. Actually, there might be two. I'm going to go back down to, I think, Tama's place, because I think he might have a pile of leaves down here that I can get into. Does. Some more treasure for a wee simple horn. And then I'm quite certain that there will be one more right next to the dojo. Speaking of the dojo, I might pop my head in real quick just in case there's something I can get. I don't think so. A godly charm. Okay. poke in real quick. Unfortunately, I have nothing left to teach you. Go outside and frolic and enjoy yourself. Nope. He's got nothing for us. Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay, and so this is a point of no return. As soon as I enter Kamiki Village, there is no longer going to be any option but to continue with the story. So I'm going to save right here. It's entirely possible that activating that full moon cutscene is also a point of no return. I don't know that for certain, if I'm perfectly honest. But I do know that as soon as I get into Kamiki Village, I will not be able to complete anything outside of the main story until we're done with the entire Kamiki Festival section. This also, word for the wise, will completely disallow you from fishing in Agata Forest anymore. So, if other people ever get to this point, just be aware. Oh, I've got enough praise. I think I will put... Oh, I don't have enough praise to get another ink thing. Unfortunate. Alas. I'll hold off on that. I think I do want to try to max out the ink. Believe I have 2 ink upgrades. Why aren't people getting ready for the Kamiki Festival tonight? I wonder... I won't sell anything like this. Don't suppose your owner said you'd buy anything. Okay, because you can't actually mess with him for a little bit. There we go. I don't think he has anything of great interest. Nah. If you notice, there's a ruckus. Here we go. I love the ear wiggle. Hey, what's everyone doing in front of Susanoo's place? Susanoo. You come out here this instant, Susanoo. You have some explaining to do. How could you have drunk the sacred sake meant for Konohana? Huh? Susanoo did what? You can go out, Susanoo. We're not mad at you. You must have had some reason to drink up the 8 purification sake. Uh-oh. This is bad. Why would you drink all the 8 purification sake, Pops? I love that the oranges are trying to watch Isun bouncing up and down, but their heads are bobbing way too fast. I don't care if it's so special. I couldn't help myself. I just had to have a drink. Well, it wasn't any old sake, and this isn't any old festival. It's been exactly 100 years since Nagi and Shuranui's great victory. We've even been blessed by a glorious full moon. How could you have done such a despicable thing? Leave me alone. I don't care about Nagi and his fleabag friend. I am Susanoo, the greatest warrior who ever lived. There isn't a drop of 8 purification sake left? Susanoo was acting like a madman when he returned to the village. He drank all the sacred sake and then holed up in his house. All the sacred sake Kushi brewed is gone. Why do you have to go and do that? This is terrible. I mean, 8 purification sake is what saved the day in that legend. The timing couldn't be worse with the return of Orochi and all. The dreaded Orochi. It's all my fault. I'm to blame for all your misfortunes. That's right, you fool. Do you realize what a fix we're in now without any sacred sake? It was I who committed that unspeakable act at the Moon Cave. It was I who brought Orochi back to life. I have brought utter destruction upon the world. Sob. Huh? What is that fool talking about? I was sick of hearing about how I'm a descendant of Nagi. I wanted to prove it was all a lie by removing the sword Tsukuyomi. But the legend was true, and I've unleashed an unspeakable evil. And the curse consumed all of Nippon. This is madness. You removed the sacred sword that imprisoned the dreaded Orochi? I fled to the village out of fear. Then, I blocked its entrance with a boulder and hid underground. After that, I tried fleeing here and there, but the gods would not leave me be. Ever they stared down at me. They let it be known that I'd never be forgiven. At least, not until I slew the dreaded Orochi. I know that Tsukuyomi was removed and the Moon Cave vanished. But if what Susanoo said is true, that would mean Orochi's rite of sacrifice. Here we go. Good job, Hayabusa. On the eve of the full moon, the eight-headed serpent shall appear, and the accursed arrow shall mark the home of the chosen maiden. It is exactly as the legend tells. If we don't offer the chosen maiden as a sacrifice, our entire village will be wiped off the face of the earth. Susanoo, you're no coward. If the gods tell you to fight, you're the only one who can. You can do it. After all, you saved me, didn't you? I know you can do it. I know you'll come. Wait, Kushi. You're not going to... Oh, girls fast. Behold, my thunder brew. The great Nagi intoxicated Orochi and defeated him. My sake is my life. Surely it can intoxicate even Orochi. Hey, Kushi, wait! She's not going to take on Orochi herself, is she? Dang, girl's fast. No, Kushi, wait! And a couple of sweet things, so if you go back over here... Hayabusa, you saved my life. Is that why you were sitting there the whole time? Were you waiting to push me out of the way of that arrow? I had no idea. I've treated you so bad lately. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Hayabusa. It's so sweet. And another very interesting detail. If you do try to break up their little thing. Wow, even a god couldn't come between these two. They actually thought about if people would try to tackle them. It is very sweet. Very mean that somebody would try to take them out like that, but... Come out, Susanoo. Is the sacrificial arrow the work of that legendary monster? Are we doomed to be devoured by that horrible thing? I'm begging you, come out and deliver us from this evil. Nagi and Shiranui had put an end to that abominable tradition, but alas, it's come back to haunt us. Oh dear Kushi, forgive us, there's nothing we can do. She didn't get too far. You okay, sweetie? Don't try to stop me, Isun, or you, Snowy. If Orochi's chosen victim runs away, disaster will befall Kamiki. But that's not why I'm doing this. What? There's too much suffering in the world. I'm going to use my sake to rid us of this evil menace. Are you crazy? We're talking about the dreaded Orochi here. That attitude's gonna get you killed. You really think you'd win with a little jug of sake? Yes, Isun. I guess I am crazy. But it's the only way. My sake is the only answer. I'm going, and I'll defeat that monster with my sake. Whoop. Not you too, Amy. Dang it, why are you getting all worked up? There's no hope of winning. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Alright. The second time, I believe, that we have had somebody riding us. First one being Susanoo at the very beginning. We've got some epic music going too. Kushi? What on earth are you doing? I heard a deafening peal of thunder from the village just now. Believe me, this is no night to be wandering about outside. Oh, I'm reminded. Where is it? Yeah, we still need to do Haruka's revenge contract. I forgot all about that. I'll get to that later. I don't really need it at the moment. Here's the moon cave looking sinister. Got stuck on something. There's Waka. I knew you'd come, Amaterasu. I take it you enjoyed your rendezvous with the sacrificial girl, huh? None of your business, you half-baked prophet. Boys being a little extra. Hey, that's the serpent crystal he stole from us. the barrier is gone. Well, the moon cave is open. You've played your part. Now leave the rest to me, Amaterasu. Rumbly rumbly. Uh-oh. Why you... What's the meaning of this? Meaning? Does the saying, like a moth to a flame, ring any bells? I mean, you went in on your own accord, no? Of course, only one other besides the victim is supposed to get in. I guess you really don't count, my little bouncing friend. Ha ha ha. Dang it. Looks like we've been set up again, Amy. But were you not planning to enter the cave anyway, Machete? It is time for you to shine, Amaterasu. Now, let me leave you with this little prophecy. Look, the moon came out. Pardon me, Machete. That wasn't a very good one. Au revoir. Ah, guess we're stuck here. But we were planning on taking care of that Orochi anyway. Cut it out, Amy. It's no use. Let's go check the place out. And look who it is. Shaking with fear. Poor fella. The moon cave. One of the bigger dungeons. Huh? Oh great. The stairways crumbled away. God or not, this is just too big a leap for you. We either have to find a way around, or we can go our way. You know, our way. It's so obvious. It's that saying of mine. Leap before you think. I know it'll take a lot of guts to do that now. Whee! Oop, I kind of just slipped in. Bop. Whoa. That was quite a fall. What have we got ourselves into this time? Well, now that we're down here, I hope you can sniff out Kushi's whereabouts for a ball. Hold it right there, Fluffy. What do you think you're doing? What business do you have at the Moon Cave? Stronghold of our master, the great Orochi. Over there! Ah. Oh, you! Never thought I'd see your face here. I could spot you a mile away. You fixing for a fight, you chumps? Well, we don't have time to mess around with the bit players like you. But if you insist, then hurry up so I can cut you to shreds. Why, you're just a dumb old wolf. Huh? Yeah, look at that foolish mug. You've got to be the dumbest looking wolf I've ever seen. And to stray so far into a place like this, you're not too bright, are you, champ? I don't think Fluffy is much of a threat. Let's not waste any more time here. Yeah, I wonder if Fluffy's just hungry. They throw you a turnip. Calcified cavern. Uh-oh. The Thunder Brew. Fragrant sake representing the culmination of Kushi's skill. Isn't that babe Kushi sake? There's still some left. I'm not sure it'd be enough to take care of Orochi. Okay, Not a whole lot we can do in here at the moment. But there is one important thing that is necessary. Right through this demon gate. Or devil gate. Fight the black imp. Imposing. Now these guys can be a problem because they start off with these skulls. But the skulls are very easy to get rid of. And the black imps themselves, not bad. And then 3 demon fangs whenever you use a floral finisher on them. They're actually really, really good for demon fang farming. And inside, we get a mask. An imp face covering, were it to be accepted as one of their own. Hey, this is one of those masks those imps wear. This one's so plain. No design on it or anything. Of course, any respectable artist can't resist blank canvas. I mean, you just want to paint something on it, you know? Hold on a sec, Furball. I'm going to spiff it up a bit. And then you can do whatever you want here. Unfortunately, I am not an artist. So, just do a little bit of that. You know, maybe not. that's a goofy looking thing. Oh no. It doesn't look half bad on you. Oh. No. No, I think not. There we go. It's a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll just ignore entirely the first thing I drew. Only an imp would get a kick out of wearing masks like this. Yeah, that's a... Oh goodness. That is going to be on the internet forever. Oh. Oh well. I don't know why it made it the snout so long too. What are you doing here? Looking for intruders? There was that silly looking wolf a while back, but nothing else out of the ordinary. We got this place covered. Get back to your post now. Post? What post? The sacrificial ceremony for the great Orochi is to be held today. Everyone's busy getting ready. There's no time to play around. What are you waiting for? Get in there and help. Oh, I'm on it. Oops. Here we are inside the moon cave again. Properly this time. There's a number of interesting things here, but we can't really do anything yet. Into the kitchen. Hello. This is a fine time for the chef to disappear. Last I remember, he was right in front of that big pot. Where could he be? Gee, I wonder. This always entertained me to mess with it a little bit. Oh dear. Owie, owie, owie. Hot stuff. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, you. Get me out of here before I end up well done. Phew. That was a close one, darling. I'm the fabulous head chef of this kitchen, by the way. No need for formalities. You can just call me a Jimmy. I was cooking with such tender loving care that I totally spaced out and almost cooked my own goose. Tender loving care? What an absolute fabulous mask you have there, sweetheart. You should have seen it before. Say, how would you like to be my assistant? Assistant? Oh no, I have to whip up a lip-smacking appetizer to whet Lord Orochi's appetite before the time comes for the human sacrifice course. Please, I'll make it worth your while. Wait. We didn't come here to help you, you see. Oh, how should I put it? Never mind that. Just that I've run into a wee bit of a problem. I'm almost done, but alas, I've run out of my secret ingredients. I could finish up without them, but then I wouldn't be putting my heart into my beloved meal. Beloved? Well, I can relate to your obsession with detail. I mean, quality does suffer when you cut corners. All artists know that. Anyway, I'm in fruitcake. That's fabulous news, sweetheart. There are 4 secret ingredients you'll need to find. Now pay attention. All of them can be found somewhere in the moon cave. Ogre liquor, lips of ice, eyeball of fire, black demon horn. Got that? I'm counting on you. Silly me, I almost forgot. Here, take this key with you. The rest is up to you, darling. And then if you talk to the assistant chef again. I already knew that the chef fell in the pot. That's okay. I'm sure it would have only enhanced the flavor. Oh yeah, he also marks them on your map. Another fun thing is if you come over here and talk to this one. What do you want? Do you want to trade jobs with me? The answer is no. I've always wanted to operate this elevator, and now it's finally my turn. I couldn't wait to turn the crank. That makes the elevator move, you know. When the water below recedes, I'm going to raise and lower this elevator to my heart's content. And then this guy is guarding the dinner bell. Off we go. Watch your step. There's nasty, nasty water down there. Nice little line of flowers, but we can actually cheese it slightly by doing that. Then we're on solid ground again. But then I'm going to have to chain these two together. There we go. Oh, and then to get into these doors, you just gotta give that guy a poke in the eye. And I can show off the way the life beads look. And then how they fire. Whoa. Okay, they one-shot that guy. But they fire off in a shotgun pattern. That does quite a bit of damage. It's just slow because you can't rapid fire them. You can only go... Because you fire off all of them at one time. Is the problem with those. Alright, where am I? There you go. We got an ogre liver. I don't recall there being any secret thing in this room. There could be, but I'm just not aware of it. Well, we got the first ingredient. And now for some inexplicable reason, there's water in this little pond. But it helps us get to where we need to go next. Not a wolf. And now we are on the second floor. As you can see, there is a chest over there, but can't do anything about it at the moment. Although, nah, probably could make that, but as you see though, we can get in this flower here, and we have easier access up to the top. Every ingredient you grab, one of those little planters gets a new thing. Let's go in here. Breaks easily, so be careful. So, very silly thing. You're supposed to go across this twice. Oopsie doopsie. Let's see if we can get all four of them at once. There we go. I think that'll give us the Imp Tusk. Or Imp Horn. No, maybe not. Guess maybe that was just a gate. Unlocks the water. Alright, so we'll just do a little bit of this. Open up the drain. And that drains the water under the elevator. Oh, hello. Don't you go opening the valve without the signal. I'm warning you, Orochi doesn't suffer fools lightly. Don't you realize we're cogs in the machine? Now be a good little cog and stick to what you're supposed to do. I will not do what I'm supposed to do. I am here to cause trouble. Oh, come on, Amy. There we go. Woohoo! Forced into a fight here. Get these three and then get this one. Hey! There was a good combination. A 4-hit from the reflector and then a blast from the beads. That actually worked out pretty good. I think it's because all the beads hit. So let's slice that boy and then open this. I don't think there's anything down here per se, so we can just go right back up. Now we can go bother the elevator guy. Take us down, please. Nope. Now that the water below has receded, I'm surprised to see how deep the shaft is. I feel all weak in the knees. The elevator will go crashing down to the bottom if I don't keep a firm grip on this crank here. So you better not disturb me. Got it? Disturb! You can't disturb him like that, unfortunately. So, you have to find other ways. It takes a little bit. There we go. Hehehe. I guard the door here. Boy, I just love this job. It makes life worth living. I recently added a special mechanism to the door. Now it's really hard to open. The sight of people trying with all their might to open the door makes me laugh my head off. Hehehe. Well. Oh. I think I'm about to get hit. A little burst of wind there. I do like that you wear the rosaries on your shoulders whenever you have them equipped as a sub-weapon. It's a nice little detail. I don't think any other weapon has that. Yes, you have to hit all of them at once in order for that to work. Right. Hello, statue. This is no ordinary chill. It's kind of creepy feeling. I bet there are monsters nearby. Better be careful. Now we have the ice lips. Oh, actually, I'm going to put on a reflector as a sub for this one. Yes. Because if you block, you get a nice slam on them. And that should do the trick. Unfortunately, Power Slash doesn't work for the floor finisher. Breaks the ice. This phoenix is only a statue, right? I mean, looks like it might take off at any moment. One, two, and three. That last one wasn't quite right. I am Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Sealed away by the dark forces, I have spent years in this cave. Time passed, but I was unable to make my way to freedom. But now, your power has lifted the curse that plagued me. I, Moegame, god of flames, lend you my fiery power. Burn a new source of light into the obscuring darkness. Let's see. Wow, never expected to find a brush god here. We got a powerful ally just when we needed it. Moegame is the most fearsome of all brush gods. Its technique, known as Inferno, reduces almost anything to ashes. Who should be our first victim? I know, that ice over there. Listen up, Emmy. Inferno is based on the power of fire. You gotta place your brush on a source of fire and draw a line. The power of fire will surge into the line, creating an inferno. But actions speak louder than words, so try it on that ice. So just like with water spout, do that. You did it, you big furball. That's one hot technique. It'll probably only singe a few scales off that Orochi, but it'll make crispy critters out of that snake's underlings. Okay. And then just as before, we can do this. And then a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. Whee! It's been so long since anyone stopped by. I was worried the crank was going to rust from lack of use. Well, let's crank this thing on up. Whee! Spew, wee, 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 wee. Spew, wee, 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 wee. Could've made this thing go a little faster, though. Ah, very good. And now we can do this to these lips. Their floral finisher is Inferno. It gives 2 as well. Spice of life. Haha. That should give us the lips. And then we're back in the kitchen. And as well, we can get into this. This is actually a missable. All the chests and this right here, everything is actually missable if you don't get it while you're in the moon cave. Because after finishing the moon cave, you can't come back. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So it's always important to just get everything done first time you get to that. Whoops. Who is it that broke this bridge again? Well, I mean, you are actually heavier than you look. That power of yours could easily handle a broken bridge. Why don't you think about going on a diet first? Yusun casually saying that Emmy's fat. Very rude. Okay. Now we have an Eye of Fire. Ah, but it gives us both of them at the same time. Let's see. Ooh, I want to try to beat the lips first. Ah! Oh, come on. There we go. Bang. Well, the wheel's gonna attack next because I hit it by accident. There we go. So he's gonna swoop around. And then we can just use Gale Storm on him. Haha. That gives us the Eyeball of Fire. Neat. Okay, so something fun that I think we can do here is, if I can get this angled correctly, open these chests like this. Normally, you'd have to wait until you get this activated, which is towards the end of the dungeon. But to prevent further backtracking, do this. Now, the problem is I don't actually know if I can get that one. Oh, might be able to. Haha, look at there. Resourceful. And I didn't have to activate that. I still have to later, but I don't need to come back to this room for that. Uh-oh. That was Orochi, no doubt. Sounds like he's hungry or something. Oh no, maybe he couldn't wait for his appetizer. He hasn't eaten poor Kushi first, has he? Now use this key to open this little demon door. Blech. Now we're in a little sandy spot. Bonk. cheeky clover up here. What does it say? Skulldoons, don't play with the ball. Don't play with the ball? You can't tell me what to do. Oh dear. To be fair, this ball is very irritating to deal with. Now what we do is smack that eyeball right there. Huh? Thought I saw a path for a second when the sand blew by. Really all we have to do is go straight forward, or I could angle it slightly and it's going to fall off the edge, along with myself. Yeah, you soon I know. I don't think we can blow it either. Oh, that worked. Don't ask me how that worked, but it did. Somehow, some way, managed to make that magic happen. I will not question it one bit. And then one more little bonk. There we go. And see, that button activates the fire braziers. And a map. I'm pretty sure, yes, there is a clover over here. Oh. Was in a shelf up somewhere, was there? No, there wasn't. Okay. Move on up. And we got a cheeky shopkeeper up here. Gonna cause a ruckus. Here for a snack or something during your break? I'll take your pick. Just don't try to stiff me. How about you buy things for me? And he doesn't have anything new. No. Okay. Now we go further up. Whee. Hey there, Seuss. Good to see ya. Danger, do not use the cannon. It's out of order. I wanted to do just the opposite when I see a sign like this. Guess I should change my title to Isum the Fearless. Alright, so wait for about a quarter turn, and then bang. Haha. I'm actually going to go all the way back down because we can now do this. And there's also a chest waiting right here. Kutani pottery. And this gets up here to where this chest is. Okay, but I do need to get back all the way up. So Zoop. Woohoo! I think that's the highest I've ever gone. Okay. Wonder if I can... Yeah, here we go. Thought I could cheese it a little bit. Although I actually don't... Ah, I was right here. Precisely where I needed to be, after all. Be gone, foul beast. Oh. Got a little explosive damage. And slice. Do a little wee on him. Skips like those are a satisfying part of older games. They are. Why is there a piece of paper over Amortos's face? Because in order to get into the moon cave, we had to disguise ourselves as an imp, and so we had to put a piece of paper on Amy's face in order for her to get in. See, she's not a wolf, so they allowed her in. Oop, she fell asleep. Now I can't see it. Uh-oh. Hang on, I gotta plug something in. I feel like the howling kind of ruins it. We haven't howled yet. We only howl during victory. Besides, Easton's been doing all the talking for her. Yeah, you should have seen it earlier, Sush. There was a very unfortunate drawing that I attempted to make instead of the current mask. It was... Yeah, it was not one of my proudest artistic moments, so I went with words instead of a picture. It didn't help that the words get compressed, or the art gets very compressed so that it fits on the piece of paper. But yes, this is a mask. It's just meant to fool the imps into letting us roam around without issue. Did I try to draw an uwu or something? I tried to draw a wolf face, but I made the nose a little too long, and it looked unfortunate, to say in the least. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get both of these at the same time. I'll give it a shot. You would have gone with words too? Yeah, I usually do. I think the first time I did this, I did a decent wolf face, but that was 20 years ago. I was a little bit more patient back then. Plus, I don't think the PlayStation 2 version of this squished the image as much as it does in the later versions. I think HD does something where it really smushes the words. Because whenever I wrote this down, it was basically from edge to edge on the paper that I was given. But it's like dead in the middle. Ooh, that's actually a good positioning of those. Bang. Oh, I think I got the black imp before he was ready for a finisher. That's alright. Do we? I think this will be the imp horn. There it is. Or the demon horn. Is that all four? I actually don't know where you look at those. Might not be able to. Okay, so where... We came from there, right? Actually, I think I just have to run back now. Yeah, because this one just... It wasn't that long. Alright, so before going back into... Whoa. Before going back into the kitchen... Oops. There's actually one more thing that can be gotten from the calcified cavern. One more thing that I have not gone to get because I needed Inferno in order to get it. Ding. Alright, where was it? Oh, there it was. Over there, I think. Maybe? Having a hard time remembering where I need to be for this last... There's a chest in here somewhere. No, it's not this one. That chest was the one where the mask came from. Where was it? Oh, it's up here, I think. Ah, here we go. There we are. I needed Inferno in order to get into this chest because it has ice on it. And it just has an exorcism slip, but, you know. Something for later in case I need it. There's very few instances where I actually use consumables in this game. There's 2 gauntlets later in the game that I do use them for sometimes, and there is one specific instance where an exorcism slip is extremely useful. Probably unnecessary, but still useful. I think Orochi needs a little bit of fiber in his diet, so I'm going to give him a lily in his soup. Or his goulash, I think is what it's going to be. What do we have here? You brought back more than one of the secret ingredients? Wow, you're good. I just knew you'd make the perfect assistant. It was nothing. Anyway, we're kind of in a hurry. Ogre liver, lips of ice, eyeball of fire, and the black demon horn. Hehehe. With each secret ingredient I add, my love for Lord Orochi shall deepen. Okay, now I have all the secret ingredients. It's time to finish off my special dish. Feast your eyes on my fabulous skills, darling. With a true heart and tender loving care, I shall prepare a symphony of demonic goodness. Into the lily. Ta-da! Introducing the crown jewel of appetizers. Guaranteed to bring out maximum flavor in any main course. I give you my ultimate masterpiece, Dung Heap Slime Bucket Goulash. This shall make that main course kushi taste 1,000 times better. Well, we mustn't keep Lord Orochi waiting, sweetheart. Go to the Great Hall and ring the Epicurean bell. That shall herald the completion of my appetizer masterpiece. The sound of that melodious bell shall draw open the curtain on Lord Orochi's bloody feast. Is Susano still lazing around instead of doing anything? I never played much of Okami. So, after we fought Crimson Helm in the Gale Shrine, Susano also helped with that. He ran off cursing the gods for meddling in his affairs, and he went all the way back to not Kusa village, to Kamiki village, and he drank the sacred 8 purification sake that was going to be used for the festival. And in that whole interaction, we find out that he was the one that actually removed Tsukiyomi from the moon cave and released Orochi to begin with. And about that time, the cursed arrow came down, almost hit Mr. Orange and Mushi, and it marked Kushi's hut. So she has been kidnapped now by Orochi and is going to eat her, unless we save her. But the last we saw, Susanoo is actually right outside the moon cave in his warrior garb. So maybe we'll get to see him. Ding. Oh yeah, if you talk to this guy, he's like, you need to ring it as many times as Orochi has heads. My voice is getting a little dry, and so I just didn't talk to him. There you go. Don't slack on drinking water. Yeah, I forgot to get myself a cup of water, but after we do this encounter, I think we'll be finishing up, so I'll have plenty of water afterwards. I did have quite a bit during lunch, so there's that. Whew, that was stressful. I wish I hadn't seen Lord Orochi's throne room. There's something about that place that just terrifies me. Sorry, pal, but would you mind taking this elevator to the throne room again? What? Are you insane? Oh, come on, please. I mean, I want to take a peek at Lord Orochi's throne room, too. Come on, just this once. But we're Lord Orochi's lowly underlings. Lord Orochi will surely gobble us up if we barge in during dinner. You really want to see the throne room that bad? Yeah. I can see that you won't change your mind. I'll take you to the throne room if you want to go that bad. After all, I was born to operate this elevator. Going up, 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 it's a moment. Here we are. Blech. This appetizer reeks. Let's leave this disgusting thing alone. Orochi's gonna gobble up poor little Kushi if we don't hurry. Let's find that big worm. One more shopkeep in case you want to do any shopping. Here we are. That ramp looks like a snake's skin. It's actually, I believe, a snake tongue. If you look at it from the opposite angle, it's a giant mouth. Amy, look over there. Yeah, see, it's like an open mouth. Kushi! he is. The lightning one in the back is like, huh? O wild god of the heavens, 100 years have passed since you imprisoned me here. How is it you have come back after perishing and turning into stone? 100 years in a cold stony tomb, you reek of decay. I've heard enough. Bottoms up, big guy. Here we go. How obliging of him to just drink that. Yeah, you know. Well, he thinks he's a god, so. So you can actually get rid of the fire's fire by doing that. Of course. So the way to progress this is you just have to do something to hurt him. So that's the easiest way to get that done. Looks more like Koryu than Orochi nowadays. All yet. Koryu's Oh no, I was about to say the one from Godzilla. I'm not familiar with Koryu. I can't actually remember what it's like King something from Godzilla. King Goshira or something? Or Goshira just is Godzilla. I don't remember. That cheater has a barrier up. What are we gonna do now? Any bright ideas for a ball? Uh-oh. Think Shenlong from Dragon Ball Z, but all gold with a white mane and whiskers. Oh, okay. Run, Kushi, run! Hold it right there, vile serpent. Susanoo! You came! I knew you'd come. Have no fear, Susanoo is here. Orochi and I have a score to settle. Pops! Long have I awaited your coming, O descendant of Nagi. Now we shall fulfill this burning desire which has consumed us. The descendants of Nagi have kept me imprisoned here for 100 years. Yet it is that accursed bloodline which shall unleash my true power. A pact between Nagi's descendant and I, the great Orochi, shall deliver unto me dark powers beyond all comprehension. Let us seal the blood pact for all eternity. What the heck's Serpent Breath talking about? A blood pact with Susanoo will unleash Orochi's true power? O he who seeks power, your first chance slipped through your grasp. But now the time has come for us to seal our eternal bond. Speak the words, I wish darkness upon the world. Utter that prayer to me and seal our blood pact. You too shall gain dark powers beyond all comprehension. Orochi's trying to tempt Susanoo. I bet that sneaky serpent was the one giving Pops those nightmares. Now, utter the prayer. Let the words come from deep within. Recite the words of our blood pact. Oh, I shall. I am the descendant of Nagi. Behold, Susanoo, the greatest warrior who ever lived. The greatest warrior who ever lived. Hear me, vile serpent, who would seek to harm a helpless woman. Your time is up. Feel the wrath of my trusty sword. I believe his sword's name is Tohenboku. Haha. Foolish beast, did you really think you could deceive me? The only pact for me is the one that comes with my bloodline. If it is my fate to fall battling evil, then so be it. I seek help from neither god nor demon. The heroic bloodline of Nagi is all I require to slay you. Glittering gold sake? Is that 8 purification sake, Amy? Susanoo and Kushi made a miracle happen. Time to work your magic, Amy. And now, the real battle begins. Oh, geez, he's getting a cheap shot in. Your stupid face doesn't scare us, you big worm. Quick, Amy, the sake. Shoot it into his gaping mouth. Well, I would have if you didn't interrupt me. It's working. Take that, you big worm. Keep it coming, Amy. So the basic premise is you have to get one of the heads mad that he roars. Look, that one's down. Don't stop there. Let's get the other head shrunk too. And each of the heads has a different manner of attacking. And then you have to give him a whack. Poison's pretty easy though, because poison and fire have basically the same kind of attack where you can just blow it away with the wind. And one last drink. Gee, I wonder. More of a puzzle boss than a fight one. But most of the game is like that. Yeah, kind of. And then we do a little bit of this. Okay, I always try to do the jump attacks because that's about the only way you can really hit it. Now you have to stay. There we go. Fun fact, you can get a demon fang from each of the heads. Worms down. Looks like that barrier finally dissolved. And if that's the case, then you're free to finish Orochi with your weapons and brush. So let's give him a wee. Most of the heads can go down with one reflector combo and a power slash. I didn't get the perfect hit on that one. That counts as an attack for your combo? Yeah, it technically does. Like, as long as you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... Okay, so... Oh yeah, it does count as a combo. As long as you get a hit off, then yes, it counts as a combo. It's a little unfortunate that the fight kind of devolves right about this point, because as long as you do what I'm doing... Oh, the urinating? Well, yeah, because you're getting off on a hit. What the urination actually does is get you a Demon Fang. Oh, I don't think it... I think using the P attack actually... Golden Insult, I think. I don't think that actually gets a Demon Fang out of every single one. I thought it did. That's such a Clover thing to do. It really is. It is unfortunate, like I was about to say, it's unfortunate that doing the way I'm doing this kind of devolves the fight into just mostly a dodge the attack sort of situation, because every single one of these heads does something unique. But once you get to this point in the fight, usually all they do is swipe at you. One of these heads, and I thought it was the lightning one, but I thought one of these heads actually had a lot less health than the others. I don't think I'm getting it perfect now. Efficiency is the thief of joy, as they say. Yeah, true. I mean, it's not even really the way I'm doing it, because, you know, you finish one head off and then you just keep on going. I think you do have to remember too, though, I have played this game so many times, and so I know how to move. I know what I can and can't do. More engaging when the boss is a Sly one. I've never played the Sly Cooper games. I was unfortunate not to have the console that I needed for it. So, like, I don't even know what console it was on. Like, GameCube, maybe? PlayStation? Yeah, I've always heard that they're good. I've just never had them. PS2 games? Yeah. I never had them growing up. I don't think they were even on my radar, unfortunately. There we go. The time has come. O sacred moon of the heavens, come forth and pierce this darkness. Bear witness to the beast's demise upon my trusty sword, Tohinboku. Did he say moon? Right, the legend says the moon was shining when Nagi slew Orochi. The only Clover game you had was Beautiful Joe. Yeah, that's actually the only other game I know that they had. I don't remember any of their other franchises. Beautiful Joe is referenced in this game at some point. Ta-da! Golden sword. Bloop! I love that. Susanna style, blade of truth. Good. Will. Never. Give. In. To. Evil. Finish it off, Amy. No, Fido. I don't need your help this time. Now for the ultimate in Susanoo-style martial arts. Celestial Cleaver. I think that's the bloodiest that this game ever actually gets, outside of the visual arts style. Dearest Kushi, just as you devoted your life to sake brewing, the way of the sword is all I know. Yet I have failed, for I unleashed that foul beast upon the world. I allowed evil to cloud my judgment. Who am I to claim the right to wield a sword now? Alas, there is no reason for me to live. Oh, Susanoo, why do you look so serious? Come on, laugh like you normally do. Looking like that is what makes monsters turn up. So come on, laugh! Laugh like you do when you help me harvest the rice every year. Divine Instrument Sumugari. I find it very funny that they give you this information right here when you're not going to be in any combat anytime soon after this. Pew! And so it came to pass that 100 years after its first defeat, the dreadful Orochi succumbed to Amaterasu and Susanoo's onslaught. As the foul breath left Orochi's twisted body, the curse lifting, a powerful sword known as Sumugari appeared. It was the reborn form of Tsukuyomi, which had been consumed by Orochi. Armed with this new blade, Amaterasu prepared for further adventure. At that moment, a mysterious evil force emerged from Orochi's corpse, splitting off in all directions and flying off into the distant sky. At that time, no one had any inkling as to just what that force was. The truth is, the real calamity and chaos had yet to visit the world. But for the time being, Kamiki found itself enjoying a new era of peace. Our story, however, is far from over. In fact, it is just beginning. That's right, Amy. We're just getting started. A little fourth wall breaking. I mean, we can't let a great adventure simply end like this. Now give me one of those famous victory howls of yours. That ending didn't age well? What do you mean? Reminds me of getting the sword, Chronicle Sword 2. Oh, this isn't the ending. This is about a third of the way through the game. That's right. Orochi's not the final boss. This is really only a fourth or a third of the way through this game. It was clearly the ending. And you have a stupid amount of cash. Oh, there's plenty more, Sush. The time has come. The unsavourable bonds between heaven and earth. Waka, the situation has grown urgent. You must return to the city at once. Très bien. Amaterasu, you may have slain Orochi this time, but do not assume it will be so easy the next. No, it's a... Oh, check out that starry sky. I know they're up there somewhere, my furry friend. Those constellations of the brush gods are just waiting to be found. Yeah, we've only found, like, a little over half of the brush techniques. There's still about 4 or 5 more. That must have been one of Tama's fireworks. Wonder if the villagers already found that Orochi's dead. Oh, I know. It must be the festival. They just started the annual Kamiki festival. Oh yeah, time to party, Furball. Back to the village, hurry. Of course. I mean, see, we still have all these equipment slots left. There's still plenty left to get here. We're not done yet. What I am gonna do, I'm going to immediately power up Sumugari. A strangely cinematic moment for Sir early on. That's what I love about this game. It's so cinematic. Like, especially the great divine interventions when you restore the land. This game is just so beautiful. It's so story heavy. And it's just brilliantly made. I felt it. I sensed it. The ancient monster disappearing with one final roar. That man, Susanoo, has a relentless and mighty drive within him. Huh? I sense a new driving force for Susanoo now. Could it be love? You're curious about Susanoo's fortunes in love. Well, he should be back here in the village, but I don't sense him anywhere. Perhaps he and his special someone are talking in secret somewhere. You must not poke your nose in their affairs too much, my friend. I'm going to ignore that advice. Also, I love the way the glaives look. Like, this one is probably the simplest design as far as all of the glaives, but it's still just really pretty. Oh, and if you try to end the festival early by drawing the sun. Why are you trying to draw the sun right now? Don't be such a party pooper. It's a perfect night for a festival. He soon scolds you. Hey, fellas. Ah, are you well, Wolf? Thanks to you, business is good. I'm enjoying a celebratory drink. Looking at the crescent moon reminds me of Kaguya. For people that know Japanese folklore, I believe Kaguya should be a hint as to who that is. It has something to do with the moon people. Do you know anything about her, Wolfie? How would I? I didn't think so. I'd be pretty amazed if you did. It's a cool looking blade, but the only weapon with stuff blocking the handle that I like is the keyblade. Bias. Fair. I mean, you could say that it's a not a scabbard. I forgot what it's called. Kaguya is the moon rabbit that came to Earth in the form of a woman. If I'm honest, I'm not 100% certain of the lore, but it is in relation to the moon and the moon people, the moon tribe. Hey friend, where have you been? Did you hear about Susanoo and the monster man? Oh yeah, I forgot. Did you hear about Susanoo and the monster? Freaky. He used to do his best to avoid trouble. I'll drink a toast to him, to the brave warrior. Ah, you look like you're having fun, Wolf. Just chased some monsters off your territory, have you? In this manner of speaking. You know, the festival is a time to honor our sacred tree, Konohana. Maybe the gods smiled on us and lent you their strength. Haha. So, fun little thing you can do here. So they're all drinking and having a good time. You can just, you can knock them out with the sake. Gramps, speak to me. Stay away from the light. He's down for the count. That's some powerful stuff. Konohamaru? I know that name, but I'm not sure. No, Konohana is the name of the tree. Which you can't see because it's dark right now. And if you go back to them, they're all just like, ugh. I must have drifted off. I thought I saw Kaguya. That's your wife's name? Hint, it's not actually. But yeah, so they're all like drunk now because you did that. It even has the lightning symbol on it to hint at the trick. Yeah, it does. Well, this is Kushi's Thunder Brew. Like, this is just her most powerful sake that she's ever made. And so if you basically force it down them, then yeah, they get a little tipsy. Oh yeah, and this is the only time you ever see Ume and Hayabusa together. The three of them were guzzling it. Yeah, they were guzzling it, and then Amaterasu forces it into their mouths. I know it was you who slew Orochi. That was quite a feat. Aw, shucks. You had a lot of help from Susanoo, too, you know. You defeated Orochi and saved the village. I'm sorry I was too busy with my own duties to help you. Oh, relax. A dog's gotta do what a dog's gotta do, right? It's the new king of hole digging, Snowy. I'm gonna be best friends with Hayabusa forever. After all, he did save my life. We're gonna dig up turnips like there's no tomorrow. Nah, you can't catch me. Mushi's all fired up at the hole digging record again. Even Ume is no match for Hayabusa's hole digging skills. Well, I guess I have my own challenges to face too. This might be the last time I play with Mushi. You see, I want to face new challenges. I want to see the world and become a real man, just like Susanoo. But I'll never forget the time we spent fishing together, doggy. And that's your hint that you're not ever gonna see him in Agata Forest again. Makes you wonder if Shiba dogs used to be bigger in the past. Everyone I've seen is only a little larger than a corgi. They really are. I mean, I think I've seen them, they're actually kind of big. I really don't know. That is an interesting thought process, though, because Amaterasu is the same size as, you know, these guys. Weren't Shibas war dogs as well? Before they were, like, back in medieval Japan? I think they were war dogs, weren't they? So it would stand to reason that they'd be quite big. You don't know about the history of the present-day curly-tail pets? Yeah. It might be kind of like pugs, where they were bred to be more show dogs than anything. I'm so happy my husband's stands went so well again this year. Now the spirit of Konohana, our sacred tree, along with the spirit of Orochi, can rest in peace. Fireworks! A paw print. Mushi's mom. And a turnip. They're great fireworks. Really great. Prettier than ever before this year. Isn't that a persimmon and not an orange? Maybe they localized it. It could be. It's possible, but in this game they're called Mr. and Mrs. Orange. I guess Mr. and Mrs. Persimmon didn't really roll off the tongue. Oh, how wonderful. A truly joyous occasion. Susanoo defeated Orochi and saved Kushi. It was as if the legend of old had appeared right before our eyes. I feared Susanoo would bring dishonor upon his heroic lineage, but when I saw him as he dashed out of his door in his armor to save Kushi, he sure was the spitting image of the great Nagi. How happy I was to see him like that. Of course, I've never glimpsed Nagi in the flesh myself, but where did Susanoo get to now? I was about to dance for Konohana instead of presenting the usual offering of 8 purification sake. Anyway, it's all his fault. He squandered all the sacred sake. Oh, we'll get to Susanoo here in a moment. I'll say hello to this duo. Wow! Look, sis, the fireworks are awesome. Yeah, we're so lucky to see a display like this on our travels. I could give up on traveling and stay here forever. But we won't really stop traveling, will we? Hey there! Caught the festival scent and thought you'd come play, huh? Well, what do you think? Like my latest works of art? Nothing like seeing them up close. Don't get too close, though. Get ready to be amazed. Here I go. The brightest constellation in the sky, the fabled Duo Spectacular. Dog. Isun. and Susanoo. Actually, I think that is Amaterasu, Isun, and Susanoo. There you are. Impressive, huh? Man, there's nothing like a good festival. I used to go to festivals all the time back home. Oh, I wasn't thinking about my mommy or anything like that. Anyway, Amy, you can't keep slacking off like this. Can you even name all the brush techniques? So far, you found 9. The Rejuvenation, Power Slash, and Sunrise. Then there's the 3-part techniques of the God of Flora, you know, Bloom, Water Lily, and Vine, which only count as 1. And finally, there's Cherry Bomb, Water Spout, Crescent, Galestorm, and Inferno. Wonder where the other 4 brush gods are hiding. The remaining 4 brush techniques are hardest to find. We've searched all over the countryside already. Now that we've taken care of Orochi and all, maybe it's time we headed out to the capital city. If there are more people there, could be more gods there. Don't let it bother you, Amy. I haven't seen Susanoo or Kushi either. It's not too hard to figure it out, though. I mean, a man and a woman disappearing during a festival? That's a dead giveaway. They have the hots for each other. I wouldn't go looking for them right now if I were you. We're gonna go looking for them right now. Where's the sake for Amaterasu? Maybe she was only born, like, you know, a few days ago. Or reborn, I should say. Great Mother Okami Amaterasu, I am filled with unbridled joy at your safe return. It would appear the final chapter of Orochi has been written. The entire village is in your debt. Please accept their thanks. That said, what a splendid evening. Even I'm feeling a bit intoxicated by the festival spirit. Alright. Going on a bit of a lengthy rabbit trail here, but... there's Rejuvenation. I do like the effect of being able to see the constellations that you've dealt with in the skies. I'm guessing the flower trail for the sprint only goes from spring to summer and not the other 2 seasons. Yes, and in fact, at the start of the game, you actually only get the green. It isn't until you get the Bloom ability that you get the gold path. Which is only about maybe 2-ish hours in the game, so you don't have just the green one for long. But it is an interesting upgrade that you don't get these golden flowers until you get Bloom. I'm not sure if your speed increases once you get Bloom as well, because you do have the other one. I think that they just stay green, you just get more of them. But as soon as you get Bloom, they turn to gold. So here we are in the Cave of Nagi at the beginning of the game. And who do we find? The lovers. I always welcome a sprint upgrade, even in DMC4, where people call it a waste of proud souls. I bet Amy can't dropkick people from a sprint like Nero. She can't kick people from a sprint, but she can do some kung fu kicks. Those are some moves that she does in this game. Oh, it's you, Snowy. And Eason, too. How brave you both were. Everyone here in the village is so grateful to you. We really can't thank you enough for bringing us peace at last. Oh, come on, sweetie. Everyone plays their parts in dangerous times like these. There's no need for us to go around thanking each other. Very well, Isun. Thank you. Now tell me, Snowy, are you really just an ordinary wolf? The broken mill suddenly fixed, the spring water filling into the barrel. So many strange things have been happening since you came along, and you certainly know how to put up a good fight, too. Fight? What fight? Oh, you must mean the brawl with Orochi. Maybe you're a kind of god, here to keep the peace for us all. But I know you wouldn't want to make a fuss. So I've been careful not to tell anyone too much about you. You can relax here in our village whenever you want, Snowy. Oh, have you seen enough of the festival already? Mumble, mumble. Boy, Amy, you just don't get it, do you? I think they want to be unknown. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Oh, it's you again. I see you sniffed me out again, you little mutt. Well, I suppose, I should thank you. I may be the greatest swordsman ever and descendant of Nagi, but this great deed would not have been possible without a follower. When did you become his follower? I commend your valor. Let us become brothers in arms. Brothers in arms? Don't be bashful. Let us pray before Nagi's statue. We're now inseparable, brothers in arms. What an auspicious day, right, brother? Susano and his trusty dog brother. Hey, Pops, this is a wolf, not a dog. And this one has a name, too, and it's Amaterasu. Oh, you take good care of my brother, little bug. My good mutt here may have a pretty strange face, but still, you mustn't forget you are dealing with a highly revered deity. What did you say? No need to worry. I'm protecting the peace here in Kamiki Village. Behold, Tohinboku. I now rechristen it Susano Blossom. With this spirit blade, I shall rend evil wherever it may be. Bet you wish you had one of these instead of that divine instrument. So you were able to see Ami's true true form from the beginning? He could see her. You again. You can't do anything without me. Listen up, you two. I'm in the middle of something important with Kushi. You get my drift? Now scram. Probably bloodline stuff. It is possibly bloodline stuff. The biggest reason that people can see Amaterasu's divine instrument and her markings is the fact that they have a stronger belief in the gods. Anyway, that was a very... I don't remember the first time I saw or figured out that secret, but yeah, you can find Susanoo and Kushi and just mess with them a little bit. But yeah, that's how you know that Susanoo always knew that Amaterasu was some sort of divine entity. But you see from the very beginning of the game that Mr. Orange actually can only see Amaterasu as a normal white wolf. No markings, no weapon. There are surprisingly few people in Nippon who actually can tell. In fact, one of them is actually right out here. Paw print. So the little girl here actually can tell that Amaterasu is a god because she can see the markings, but her big sister cannot tell. And you get that the first couple of times you talk to them. Can't do it right now though because you've got festival dialogue. Also, those two should, after the festival, disappear from there, and we will see them again later. And we've done pretty much everything we can do now. Ume and Kokiri are gonna disappear from the forest. Things are gonna progress. Well, that wraps up this year's Kamiki Festival. Sure hope they can have fun like this again next year. Well, for ball, I think it's about time we headed to the capital. We gotta find those other 4 brush tech gods. And just like that, a huge chapter in the game is done. Oh, hi, Sakuya. You have only just performed your duties, yet you plan to leave? My heart aches at the thought of our separation. Sakuya, you didn't have to come all this way just to say goodbye. Boy, you're pretty uptight for a tree spirit. But at the instant of Orochi's passing, I quite clearly saw a swirling black mist. In the confusion, I distinctly sensed an evil other than Orochi. I'm not sure what it could be, Is there something else at work? Shinshu has been restored, of that there is no doubt. But nature's tormented cries ring out in other parts of Nippon. Especially chilling are those emanating from the capital. In the Ryoshima coast beyond the bridge in Taka Pass. Well, we were planning on visiting the place anyway. The black essence born of Orochi's husk. It was moving toward the capital as well. I cannot say for sure exactly what that means. What I do know is that whatever has plunged this world into chaos has not yet finished toying with us. This ordeal is far from over. Is that it? No sage advice for us heroes? My apologies, little one. The challenges you face on your journey will be many, but I know that, though you will grow weary, you will prevail. The road you travel will be fraught with peril, but I pray that the fresh scent of flora will protect you. Amaterasu, Isun, I wish you a safe and fruitful journey. She's gone. Safe and fruitful journey? After what she said? Give me a break. But I always knew getting the brush techniques wouldn't be easy. On to the capital. First stop, the city checkpoint at Taka Pass. One chapter ends and a new one begins. Now, before heading to the checkpoint, I think we can go talk to the Nameless Man. Oh, first thing I'm going to do, though, we can see how the glaive works. Oh, and also there are new enemies in Shinshu Field here now because we've done that. So, you just have a really powerful slash attack. Or you can hold and charge, and it does an even stronger attack. You can even chain them together. And it does a 2-hit whenever you do a jump attack. So the glaives start off with a 1-2 hit. Not a very huge combo. Alright, let's talk to the Nameless Man. I don't know if he has anything for us. I don't think so just yet. Oh, he does. Use your neck. You can have it if you like. I would have thought that he would have had an exclamation point above his head if he had anything for us, but, you know, not gonna complain. Does it get a combo extension upgrade? Yes. The all 3 different weapon types have a combo extension. I think the glaives actually just goes up to 4. Get a little praise out of it. So yeah, I think that you get up to 5 or 6 for reflectors. Beads, I think, go to 8 or 10, and then I believe glaives go up to 4. Ah! Ida does have a quest for us. Hey there, Pooch. I'm always running about, so it passed me by. But I just heard that Susanoo took on Orochi. That guy's really something, huh? Maybe there'll be less monsters getting in the way in Shinshu now. Anyways, you haven't forgotten our little competition, have you? I've been practicing. I'm a whole lot faster than I was before. Anyway, can't chat. Gotta fly. Are you faster, Ida? Are you faster, or do you just drop spike balls now? Bonk. You caught up with me again. You sure are fast, Pooch. Top sprinter. You got 2 victories under your belt now. You can beat him that way every single time you race him. Because he always starts in the same spot and follows the path, and so you can, if you're quick enough, just cut right across and bop him before he gets over the bridge. It is honestly the best way to deal with that. Alright, let's see if I can't show you a little bit of Kung Fu Amy. So to get Kung Fu Amaterasu, you have to fully drain, and then she does Kung Fu kicks in the air. I'm in a little bit of trouble right now, but pop, pop. had to concentrate a little bit. I like the glaives, I like how strong they are, and they are very aesthetically pleasing, but I think that my best weapon is actually the reflector. Because it flows the smoothest for my playstyle. Plus it has a bit of range. Oh yeah, I could, for a little while, actually swap the two. The glaives as a sub-weapon are very interesting, because now I can do this. Actually, I want to deal with this fish first. But I can also... You can also use the charge attack. Oh, jeez. That's a 2-hit. But I like whenever you jump and use it. She rides on the glaive. Hard to see behind the results screen. Let me see if I can find a different one. So you do it in the sky, and Amaterasu rides the glaive down. It's a cool maneuver. It's just you miss out on the shield effect that having a reflector as a secondary weapon does. That's Joe's red hot kick. I would not be surprised if that is taken from Beautiful Joe. The Tama's firework, whenever you first get Cherry Bomb, he calls it the Midnight Wonder Boy, which I think is a reference to Beautiful Joe. There's like a Midnight Thunder Boy, I think. And then there's also a Beautiful Joe reference later on where you actually just draw a V symbol. And they even go, Henshin a go-go, baby! A fun fact about my personal life, the only interaction with Beautiful Joe that I have has been the anime, the like cartoon they made of Beautiful Joe. I don't remember what it aired on when it did air, but that's the only thing I remember ever seeing Beautiful Joe on. And seeing it in any capacity. I didn't even know it was a video game until it came on. Or until, like, this game, actually. Because whenever I saw Henshin a Go-Go Baby, I had seen the show at that point. But I had never played any of the games or knew that they were games. Okay, so I'm actually going to swap back to 2 reflectors. You know what? I'm going to keep the glaive on for a little while. Oh, but what I need to do now, before I forget, we have a wanted list. Oh, excuse me. We have a wanted list that we need to take care of here in Taka Pass. I neglected doing it before, because you actually can get it before getting the ability to turn night into day. I almost messed that one up a little. But yes, I always like to wait to do the Taka Pass wanted list because you can turn it to nighttime pretty soon after getting it. And it's just easier to deal with monsters like that. Have a Wii. Fun fact, you can, whenever you have a glaive equipped as a primary weapon, you can run around with it charged. Yeah, revenge contract. Boop. And just keep it at night. I'm fairly certain that one of them was up top. Foxes. Excuse me, horses? Ah, there it is. Who's this? Deathfin. Repugnant. Repungent. No, it is repugnant, isn't it? The glaives each have 2 charges as well. So you can charge them up to at least a level 2 slash. Alright, 2 down. Just happened into that one. Curse skill, the repulsive. That was a botched power slash, honestly. I shouldn't have gotten away with that one. I see. The range on these is so much shorter. Alright, 3 of them down. Imagine being colloquially known as the repulsive. I mean, it is a demon. They probably find that as a compliment, if I'm honest. I mean, there's one that's weirdo the abhorrent. I feel like being called weirdo is probably more of an insult. This was not one. Like orcs in the Mordor games. Yeah. Doodle-doodle-doo. Save the horses. Spinning around. Oh yeah, I should probably reset. Oh, I didn't even see the purple imp. Or blue imp. Yeah, they are purple. Oh, I needed a wind. Oh well. And really, there's the city checkpoint right there. I could go, but I want to make sure I get this quest done first. Which one is this? Bulging Eyes the Despised. Looks like Weirdo the Abhorrent is the only one left. Oh, there was one more that spawned in. Died immediately because his boss was already gone. Oops. Oh, that still worked. I'm a little surprised that that awful line that I just drew managed to count. Boss is dead? I'm out. Yeah, basically. Realistic work ethic. More like boss is dead? Nah, I'm dead. I'm a little sad you can't. Oh, hey look, we find a Crow Tengu. I think I have to Gale Storm. Okay, no, I can't Gale Storm yet. I have to Power Slash to get him down. Then I have to hit him, Power Slash once, and then you can hit him after that. And then I think it's actually Gale Storm is these guys for. Yep. Which is really funny because Gale Storm really doesn't have much effect on them. I mean, it has an effect, it just doesn't do anything helpful towards fighting them. Get back over here. Alright, thanks, Sush. See you later. So, where else are there scrolls that I can find enemies? There might have been one going up the ramp here. Don't remember if this was one or not. No, it wasn't. Is there another one up here? I don't think so. No. I don't think that there was a second one that was on top of the cliff. There could be, and I'm just not remembering correctly. This area is just so big. Oh, hold on, I don't know that I've been out this way. Was it this one? this one. What about you? Here he is. Weirdo the Abhorrent. Gotcha. Finally. I don't know what happened there. Alright, that was the last monster. Haruka's revenge contract is completed. Now I gotta get Bon back up to Kusa Village. Turn that paper in. I mean, broke over 200,000 yen. Not quite in need of a wallet upgrade just yet. I do notice I have more than 300 praise, which I could get that ink pot upgrade that I was looking at. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's only 2 more ink pot upgrades, which is going to be a total of 750 praise, if I'm not mistaken. Quite a bit, but there are ways to get that. Plenty of game left to do so as well. Okay, so we'll just pop on into the inn and go upstairs to find Kuya. Oops, sorry, bear statue. Hey there. Got something for you, Haruka. There's my little warrior. I'm so happy to see you're okay. No way. All my enemies' names have been crossed out. Come to think of it, I've been feeling more upbeat lately. You really exacted revenge on all my enemies. Words can't explain how happy I am. I promised you a reward, but this is really all I have. That's all I need. Sorry I can't offer you anything else for all your hard work. But my father treasured that, and I hope you will too. Thank you, Haruka. Okay. Now we can get on to the city checkpoint. Do. Oh, fell in the water. are. I'm gonna do a little save. A big save, actually. And then I'm going to leave it there. A big thank you to everybody that decided to pop in for the stream and watch. And a big thank you to anybody that wanted to watch on YouTube, where this was going to be posted afterwards. If you would like, please, if you're on YouTube, please check out my Twitch channel where I stream these. It is Treecluff, just like it is on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, please check out my YouTube channel, which is also Treecluff. It would be really helpful if you followed me, subscribed, and just, you know, like the videos, leave a comment, all that stuff. And hopefully you'll join me again for the next time. And I'll see you around. Goodbye. Goodbye.